students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. Myself Snehal Mane, teaching you maths for grade 6. As you know students, we have started with term 2 syllabus and we are learning lesson number 7, fractions. We have seen different types of fraction, and in the previous class we have seen what is equivalent fraction and few examples regarding those. So, in today's class we are going to solve few more examples wherein we can learn to find more equivalent fractions and different types of it. So, let us solve few examples and then we will move to find different types of fractions. Okay. So, we have started exercise 7.3 and we have completed question number 3. Now, we will be solving question number 4. Okay. So, when I am teaching you particular exercise, so you can just keep your textbooks open. So, you will have a clear idea which sum is going on and what type of sum it is. Okay. Yeah. So, exercise 7.3 question number 4, page number 147, and the question is find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Okay. Now, we have to find the equivalent fraction. It is question number 4 and we have to find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Okay. So, in the question they have given few numbers. So, we will see that we have first denominator is equal to 20. Okay. So, we have to find the equivalent fractions of 3 by 5 wherein they have given denominator must be 20. Okay. It means 3 by 5 is equal to, in denominator place we have 20, we need to find the numerator. Okay. We need to find the numerator. Now, to find this we need to multiply this numerator and denominator by same number, or else we can even divide it. Okay. So, let us do it by multiplication. So, 3 by 5. Okay. So, already we have 20 in the denominator's place. So, 5 multiplied by which number gives the answer 20? It is 4. 5 4s are 20. So, when the denominator is multiplied by 4, the numerator should be multiplied by 4 itself, because we have to multiply numerator and denominator by same number, Okay. So, 3 4s are 12. So, here we got the answer that when denominator is 20, the numerator is 12. For your better understanding, you can just have a square box here. So, this is the answer. Okay. So, in this question, we have find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5 wherein the denominator was given 20. When the denominator was 20, we need to find the numerator and the numerator is 12. Okay. Few more examples are there from the same question, we will solve that. Next, we have the numerator 9. Okay. This is the B1. Here we have numerator is equal to 9. So, the fraction already it is given, it is 3 by 5 and the numerator is 9 and we need to find the denominator. Okay. We need to find the denominator. So, 3 by 5, again here we have to multiply by same number to get the denominator's value. So, 3 multiplied by which number gives the answer 9? It is 3. So, 3 3s are 9, right. So, here again 5 multiplied by 3 we have to do, because in numerator we have multiplied by 3, in denominator also we have to multiply it by 3. So, 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. Okay. So, these are the few cases wherein denominator is given, we need to find the numerator, and where numerator is given, we need to find the denominator. Okay. Let us solve two more examples from the same question. So, these all are the equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. Again we have the third question as denominator 30. Okay. So, see here 3 by 5 is equal to, in denominator we have 30 and here question mark. So, 3 by 5 multiplied, okay, 5 multiplied by which number gives 30? It is 6. We know 5 6 are 30. Same number we have to multiply here, 3 6 are 18. 3 6 are 18. Okay. So, here 18 is the value in numerator's place. One more example we will take. Numerator we have here 27. Okay. We have the numerator 27. Again 3 by 5 is equal to, in numerator's place we have 27, denominator we need to find out. So, 3 by 5 multiplied by the number gives the answer 27. Which is the number when multiplied we get 27? It is 3 9s are 27. So, here we need to multiply it with 9, 5 9s are 45. So, in denominator's place we got 45. So, we have seen that 12 by 20, 9 by 15, 18 by 30, 27 by 45 are all the equivalent fractions of 3 by 5, are all the different equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. Let us solve next question. So, in next question also we have to find the equivalent fraction. Yeah, the next question is find the equivalent fraction of 36 divided by 48. So, it is question number 5. We have to find the equivalent fractions of 36 divided by 48. Okay. So, first question from first sub question from the question number 5, its numerator 9, numerator 9. Okay. 36 divided by 36 by 48 is equal to, numerator we have 9 and we need to find the denominator. Okay. So, students, in the previous question we have multiplied it because the number was 3 by 5, and we know when the number is small we have to multiply, and when the numbers are big in such a way we can divide it. Okay. Here we can multiply it, but when we are multiplying the bigger number we will get the bigger answer. So, when the bigger numbers are given we can divide it. So, in this question we will divide. Okay. So, now we need to find the equivalent fraction. Okay. 36 by 48 divided by which number gives the numerator 9? Gives the numerator 9. Okay. As you know, in 9's table we have 36. So, 36 divided by 4 is equal to 9. Just for checking we can go through in this way also, 9 4s are 36. Okay. Just for better understanding we can do in such a way also. So, when the numerator is divided by 4, the denominator also should be divided by 4. So, 48 divided by 4 we get 12. We get 12. For more clear understanding, 12 4s are 48, 9 4s are 36. Okay. So, when the numbers are big we can divide it, the numerator and denominator by the same number. So, 36 divided by 4 it is 9 and 48 divided by 4 it is 12. So, we got the equivalent fraction of 36 by 48. that is 9 by 12. We will see next question. Now here we have the denominator. Okay, here the denominator is 20. Here the denominator is 20 and we need to find the equivalent fraction of this number when the denominator is 20. See here, 36 divided by 48 is equal to, in numerators place question mark, we need to find it, and here in denominator we have 20. Okay. So 36 by 48 divided by the number gives the denominator 20. Okay. So can you tell me? So let us see. First of all, we will find it like we will divide it first. See here, in this way. Let us take it here 12. Okay, 12, 36 divided by 12 is 3, and just a second, yeah, we have the denominator 4 here. Okay, we have the denominator 4. Okay, the denominator is 4. In question number 5b, we have the denominator 4. So when the denominator is 4, we need to multiply by a number to get the denominator 4. So 48 when divided by 12, we get 4. So when the denominator is divided by 12, numerator also should be divided by 12. So 36 divided by 12, we get 3, and 48 divided by 12, we get 4, and the equivalent fraction of 36 divided by 48 is 3 by 4 and 9 by 12 and 9 by 12. Okay students, did you understood? When the numerator and denominators are given, we can find it by two methods, either it is by multiplication or either by division. So these are two different methods. Let us move to next question. Question number 6. Okay, the next question we have, check whether the given fractions are equivalent. So few fractions are given, we need to check that both fractions are equivalent or no. So the first one is question number 6, that is A. We have 5 by 9 and 30 by 54. 5 by 9 and 30 by 54. Okay. So these are the fractions. One is 5 by 9 and the other one is 30 by 54. We need to check whether these fractions are equivalent or no. Okay. So to check this, we need to convert it into lowest terms. We need to convert it into lowest term. So let us check. See here. Let us take here in such a way. See, first fraction is equal to 5 by 9. Okay. Students, see here, this is 5 by 9. Can you convert still it into lowest term, or these are only the lowest terms itself? It means whether both can go in any table? No. So these are the lowest terms itself. So the second fraction, we have 30 by 54. We have 30 by 54. So I think these both the numbers go in any table. Which are those tables? Can you tell me? Yes, it's 6. So 6 5s are 30 and 6 9s are 54. Got it? So we were having the fraction 30 by 54. We need to convert it into lowest term. To convert it into lowest term, we must know the tables and we must see whether these both the numerators and denominators are going in the table or no. So these both the numbers are going in one table, that is 6. We have 6 5s are 30 and 6 9s are 54. So, after converting into lowest term, we got it as 5 by 9, isn't it? We got 5 by 9. Now, you can see the first fraction was also 5 by 9 and the second fraction is also 5 by 9. Now, both the fractions are equivalent or no? Yes. So, you have to write therefore, the fractions are equivalent. Did you get it? We need to convert it into lowest terms and find whether the both fractions are same. If those are same, we can tell those are equivalent. If those are not same, the fractions are not equivalent. So, we will solve one more example to find these types of sums. Students, for this you need to know tables very perfectly. So, you need to practice tables every day. Next question, we have B, that is 3 by 10 and 12 by 50. Okay, 3 by 10 and 12 by 50. So, here we can see first fraction is equal to 3 by 10. Can we convert it into lowest terms? No, we cannot convert it into lowest term because already it is the lowest term. Next, second fraction, we have 12 by 50. Okay. Now, we need to find whether these both go in any particular table or no. Okay. So, 12 and 50 are, can they go in any one table? 2's table? We can check it. So, 2 6 are 12, 2 2 are 4, 5 minus 4, 1 is remaining. So, it becomes 10. So, 2 5s are 10. Okay. So, both can go in one table, that is 2, 2 6 are 12 and 2 2s are 4, 5 minus 4 leaves remainder 1. So, 1 0 becomes 10. So, 2 5s are 10 and we got the lowest term as 6 by 25. Whether 6 by 25 goes in any particular table? No, this does not go. So, this is the lowest term itself. Now, we have to check, see the first fraction is 3 by 10 and the second fraction is 6 by 25. Whether these are equivalent? No, because they do not have any common terms in the numerators and denominators place. So, therefore, the fractions are not equivalent, Okay, students, did you get it? We will solve one more example from the same question number 6. Yeah, it is the third one now. We have C. The question is 7 by 13, 5 by 11. Okay. So, again first fraction, (7 by 13), it does not go in any particular table. So, these are the lowest term itself, and the second fraction is 5 by 11. This also does not go in any table. So, these are the lowest term itself. Now, we have the fractions 7 by 13 and 5 by 11, which are the lowest term itself. So, we can say that these both are not equivalent. Therefore, the fractions are not equivalent. The fractions are not equivalent. Okay students, so these were the examples from question number 6. Let us move to solve next question. So here this was a question where two fractions are given and we need to find both the fractions are equivalent or no. Now the next question, that is question number 7. It has the question, reduce the following fractions to simplest form, means we need to convert it into lowest terms either by dividing it. Okay. So let us see here. The first question we have, that is A 48 by 60. Okay. So we need to convert it into lowest term. So what we'll do? We'll divide it. So we'll divide 48 divided by 2 and 60 divided by 2. Okay. So we have 48 divided by 2, 24, and 60 divided by 2, we have 30. We have 30. To find again simplest form, let us divide this term also. Divided by, again 2 we can take here. So after dividing it, I will write this step here down. 24 divided by 2, we have 12, and 30 divided by 2, we have 15. Okay. Still this 12 and 15 can go in a particular table, that is 3. So let us divide it by 3. Let us divide it by 3. Okay. See, again we have 12 divided by 3, that is 4, and 15 divided by 3, that is 5. Here we got the lowest term, that is 4 by 5. 4 by 5. So here there is one more method, like I will show you here. 48 divided by 60, simply cutting it out. See, we have, I will show here up so you will have a clear idea. See, 48 divided by 60. See, we have taken 2 stable, so 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Again here we have 2 3s are 6 and 0 as it is. Next, again this can be divided by 2, so 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Okay. Here also 2 1s are 2, 3 minus 2, 1 is remainder, so it becomes 10. So we have here 15, we have here 12 by 15. So this can go in 3. 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. So we have 4 by 5. We have the lowest term as 4 by 5. Okay. So these are two different methods, either we can do by this way or by this way. Okay. Let us solve next example. The next question is 150 by 60. B1 we have 150 by 60. Okay. See here students, we can just cut it out here 0. So we will be having only 15 by 6. We will be having only 15 by 6. So can this be divided? 15 and 6, whether they go in any one table? Yes. So they go in 3. So 3 5s are 15 and 3 2s are 6. So we have the lowest term 5 by 2. We have the lowest term 5 by 2. Okay. Next example, C1 84 by 98. Okay. So this goes in 14 table. So we will do it directly. 84 divided by 98, So these both the numerators and denominators should be divided by 14. So we have 84 divided by 14, 6, and 98 divided by 14, 7. So 6 by 7 is the lowest term. 6 by 7 is the lowest term. We will solve two more examples from the same question. The question is 12 by 52. Okay, it's D1. We have 12 by 52. Okay, so which table we can divide it? We can divide it by 4. Okay, so 12 by 52 divided by 4. 4. Numerator and denominator should be divided by same number. So 12 divided by 4 we have 3, and 52 divided by 4 we have 13. We have 13. For just checking, we can do it. 4 3s are 12 and 4 13s are 52. Okay, so this is the lowest term itself, and we cannot find beyond this because this is the lowest term itself. One more example, 7 by 28. 7 by 28. So this number can be divided by the same table. So 7 table, 7 by 28 divided by 7, both by numerator and denominator. So 7 divided by 7 we have 1, and 28 divided by 7 we have 4. Okay, so 1 by 4 is the lowest term itself. 1 by 4 is the lowest term itself. Okay. So we are towards the end of this exercise 7.3. We have only one word problem. We will solve it quickly. Just see the question. Ramesh had 20 pencils. Okay, how many pencils did Ramesh have? 20. Sheelu had 50 pencils and Jamal had 80 pencils. So there are 3 students wherein they have different number of pencils with them. Okay, there are 3 students wherein they have different number of pencils with them. So let us write to solve this word problem. See, Ramesh had 20 pencils, Sheelu had 50 pencils and Jamal had 80 pencils. After 4 months, Ramesh used up 10 pencils, Sheelu used up 25 pencils and Jamal used up 40 pencils. What fraction did they use up? Check if has used up an equal fraction. Okay, so we need to find whether these are equivalent fractions or no. So let us see here. Question number 8. Here I will solve directly the solution. Let us write the fraction, total number of pencils they have and total number of pencils used by them. So here fraction of pencil used by Ramesh, and then we have Sheelu, and then we have Jamal. Okay. Okay, so here are the 3 students. Ramesh is having used 10 pencils and the total pencils he was having was 20. Okay, 10 pencils he has used in 4 months, but at earlier he was having 20 pencils. Then Sheelu used 25 pencils, but she was having 50 pencils. She was having in total 50 pencils. And Jamal used 40 pencils, but he was having 80 pencils. Okay, we need to find whether these fractions are equivalent or no. For this we need to just find the lowest term. See, 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20, 25 ones are 25, 25 twos are 50, 40 ones are 40 twos are. So here we can find 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So, all the fractions are equivalent. We can tell therefore, they used equal, we need to find the fractions. So, the fractions are equivalent. So, we can tell fraction of pencils are equivalent. Okay. So, here we have come to an end of this exercise 7.3. In next class, we will see few more examples of different types of fractions and continue with exercise 7.4. Thank you, students.